Welcome, caregivers. Aloha. This webinar is presented by Gimme A Break, a nonprofit organization that's caring for caregivers. I'm Savy Makalena, the founder of Gimme A Break, and we're based on caring for you, the caregiver. And that's to provide you with support, resources, and of course, outreach like this, as anything we can do to promote self-care and your survival. Now, you deserve the support, and we support you to dream again. I know, interesting, right? So we'll be going on with that today. This presentation actually provides you with an education for your self-care, in ways that is from a caregiver's point of view. Caregivers just like yourself, ways that you can manage this throughout your crazy, chaotic, busy day. So you can self-care in just a few minutes. In fact, I'm going to start this one off with just a little exercise for you. And this is something you can do anytime you need it. Let me just preface this by saying that I want you to think about this answer before I tell you what it is. Some of you who may have come to my presentations in the past may know the answer. So don't spoil it by putting anything in the comments or in the chat. So how many hugs does the human body need? The bare minimum to be healthy. Think about it. Okay, you probably wrote a number down or you thought a number in your head. The answer is 15. 1, 5. So how many hugs have you had today? Now, as caregivers, we're such givers. We're the ones that are hugging people all the time, or we give hugs. But how many did you get, right? So sometimes we wait for people to give us a hug back, or we wait to get a hug, and we don't get any hugs in a day. So if this is your case, I'm going to show you how you can have a mindful moment and give yourself a hug very, very easily. All right. So I'm going to just sit back a little bit. Let's see, I hope you can hear me. All right. I'm going to take your hands and we're going to rub them together. This is that Mr. Miyagi from, what was that movie again? Karate Kid. Yes. Rub them together, get them nice and warm, nice and warm. I want you to feel all of your energy and all of your chi going right into your hands, into your palms. When they're nice and warm, you're going to place one on your chest and one right over it. Okay? And then we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose. Hold it. And when we release through our mouth, I want you to push down and say, ah, ah. One more time in through our nose. And push down and say, ah. Last one, in through our nose. And push down. Let your arms drop to your side. You're going to feel a lot of tingling and energy in those arms. Yeah? So we just told your brain that you got hugged. And I don't mean one of those, hey, how you doing kind of hugs. You just got hugged, that I got you hug. And you gave it to yourself. So when you're having those really rough moments, by all means, take a moment. Give yourself a hug. Gosh, you got to do at least 15 of those. So I hope that helps you and shows you that you can practice self-care even in a short moment. So hopefully in the next half hour, I'll be able to show you even more ways to put yourself first and why. Let's get going. Take time, go and get a notebook and a paper if you need to, something to write with. All right, today's presentation is the final part of our Empowering series, and this is the final part. This is called Putting Yourself First. So I hope you enjoy this, and let's talk about that. Well, first, let's review. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to review. What does it mean to be empowered, right? So empowerment for caregivers is maybe a little different than what people think in the world. It's the realization that we deserve to survive. We do. We don't have to kill ourselves for caregiving. And I say this because 50% of caregivers will not live past the one they're caring for. So we need to survive. We need to be able to feel greater ease, happiness, and fulfillment, and to control what happens to us. That's a really important word we'll be talking more about. And of course, we want to practice acceptance, and I'm going to talk about that as well. All right, so we need to be able to do all of these things free from guilt. So if you went to my first presentation, that was last week, we talked about freeing yourself from that guilt. So I hope you did that and hope you were able to get past that. And if not, go back and watch it and then come back and watch this one. So putting yourself first. I know this sounds like kind of I just realized my bad. Let me go back for you. Here's that empowerment slide. If anyone wants to get a quick screenshot, there you go. So there we are. And I had completely forgotten to put it up on the screen and share with you guys. How's that? I'm a giver and I didn't share. Oh, give myself a hug. Good. Okay. So putting yourself first. I know this might seem like something that's, hi maka maka, and putting yourself first. You don't want to do that, right? Because putting yourself first as a caregiver really is about recognizing how important your role is in this duty that you have. This isn't your life path. This is your duty that you currently have, right? So in line with that definition we just talked about, if you're unable, if you don't put yourself first, if you don't have that realization and change your mindset, then you're unable to care for somebody. You're going to become the one needing care. So putting yourself first and your health first isn't something that we do out of ego. It's a necessity. It's a necessity for our survival. So let's just put that out there right to begin with. And I know a lot of times I say this to caregivers and they say, well, why should I put myself first? I'm okay. I'm doing great. I'm fine. Well, let's look at some of those reasons. Okay. If you don't put yourself first, you can become physically sick. Caregiver burnout is real. It is a medical condition. It's something we don't want to fool around with. We need to take care of ourselves. Nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else can keep you healthy but you. Nobody else can survive your caregiving journey but you, right? You'll be able to enjoy the little things in life even more. And if you are right now in your caregiving, good on you. But I would venture to say that many of us in the throes of chaos haven't been able to enjoy some of those little things. Your mood will improve. And I spent many years not in a happy mood. I'm not saying a bad mood, but just not happy, depressed, frustrated. Those are not positive moods. Your relationship with others will improve. And you might think that your relationship's just fine. But a lot of people see that what you're going through and they see you deteriorating and they care very much about you. So you need to care about you as well. Okay, why should you put yourself first? There's more reasons. You can't function on a little sleep all the time. Well, I got a little sleep last night. Oh, no, I got a little sleep. You can't. You cannot continue to function physically well if you're only getting a little sleep. If you put yourself first, it's going to increase your confidence. It's going to help reduce stress levels. Wow, that would be great, right? It's going to enhance your mental clarity. So you are not operating at your mental optimum if you are not putting yourself first and you're allowing your health and your wellness to decline. It'll help increase your self-esteem, not your ego, your esteem. And your outlook on life will improve little by little. So when you go through your days down and out, you really do miss a lot of the beauty around you. And I reflect back sometimes and I look at that experience when I had my mother and it was just horrible and I don't even see the light of day some of those days. And I missed a lot of sunsets. We missed them together. We could have been watching them. So little things like, sunsets for me and my mom, little things like the laughter that we had, all those little things, the memories that you create with your caree, those are the ones you get to keep. And you might miss all of those. So when you start taking the proper steps to take care of yourself, you're going to change your mindset. And then suddenly you'll notice many beautiful things you've missed. It's really all perspective. So let's talk about that perspective. It's all about how you see yourself. You're either the slave And I've heard many of you say that I feel like a slave, right? Or you're the CEO, because you are the CEO of your life. It's your mindset and how you see your journey currently. And that's your view of yourself, knowing that your capacities greatly impact the choices that you make. So, empowering yourself, you have to have this growth mindset. It really needs to, you can do this, and it's going to help you to overcome barriers. It's going to help you to grow in knowledge and really reset what you're capable of. With a growth mindset, you carry the belief that you can be better at things through your efforts. So, in other words, you can do it very simply. And we all make mistakes. I know we do. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But then we get back up and we learn from those mistakes and from our missteps. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to look at 3 success steps. Okay. Let's take those one at a time. Number 1, how to change your mindset? Well, you have to choose it. So first you need to choose your mindset. If you have a fear of making mistakes, think about this. Do you sometimes shy away from challenges because you maybe don't want to feel embarrassed, or you don't want no shame? Yeah, you don't want to feel shame in front of anybody. And so we might avoid things, right? Or, in caregiving too, sometimes. My parents didn't want anyone coming over the house. They didn't want anyone to see what was going on. And so that gets embedded in you too, right? And so you feel shame. You don't want anyone to see what's going on. And so maybe you just don't accept those challenges. Well, when you avoid these and new experiences, we really do miss the opportunity to grow, and we stop growing. And that's what happens when you're caregiving. You stop growing. So we need to improve ourselves. We need to choose to be determined to enjoy our challenges, to take on those challenges. It doesn't matter about the risk. It doesn't matter what people think. Maybe that challenge is to be healthy. Maybe that challenge is to achieve calm in the moment. Maybe that challenge is happiness. You deserve all of those. And our survival depends on it. I lost my mouse. Where'd it go? There it is. Step 2. Now that you have chosen that mindset, choose one, right? I want to be happy. I want to be calm. I want to learn. Good. Now let's grow it. Let's cultivate it. Cultivate that acceptance. Approve of yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to learn, and learn to trust yourself again, right? Because you're making so many wonderful decisions every day. Don't get caught up on all the mistakes, the missteps that you're making. Let's concentrate on the success steps. You're the only person who will always be there for you in your life, right? You were born and you will pass with yourself. You're the only one. No one else can be you. So you really only need to impress yourself, right? So just be you. Be authentically you. And you don't need to trap yourself within your own mind. Cultivate, grow a sense of purpose, then pursue it. And please be patient with yourself. You owe yourself so much patience. You're so patient with everyone else. Be patient with yourself. All right. Number 3, the last step. Take these steps. Own it. Own your mindset. Acknowledge and embrace imperfection in yourself and practice self-love. And I don't mean, to get infatuated with you. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about allowing you to show the same love you show to yourself that you show to others. You take care of them, and you should take care of you. Face those challenges and see them as opportunities. I love this photo. It says, I can and I can't, and the T falls right in that chasm. I can do it, and you can make it over this chasm. You can do this. Replace your negative thoughts with positive ones. And I know it's really hard too, because negative's a strong emotion, boy, and it fights. It fights you. So you have to fight just as hard, if not harder, with positive thoughts. Find the good in all the wonderful things that you are doing. Replace judgment with acceptance, hate with compassion for you. Okay. And if you're disrespecting yourself or lowering your standards, the outcome of your decisions and their consequences will reflect that. So put it out there. Make that intention that you want to think higher thoughts. Hold yourself to them. Own your attitude and own your mindset. Yeah, you've probably done this before caregiving, but caregiving knocked you down a little. So we're going to get back up, right? And most importantly, out of all of these 3 steps, and actually I'm going to go back really quick. And what were they? Step 1, choose your mindset. You can see in the photo there's some mindsets that you can choose, or you can take them all if you want. Choose one at a time, be easier. Then you want to grow that mindset. You really want to do your best to do that. And finally, own it. Own your mindset. Practice self-love. And most importantly, and I cannot tell you how important this is, please be kind to yourself. Be kind to you. We beat ourselves up so much, and you are so worth the kindness that you have within you. If you need more support, I hope that helps you. I know it's a brief presentation, but sometimes that might be all you needed to hear to make those changes that will get you to survive your caregiving journey and then thrive beyond it. If you need more support, by all means, please go to our website, gab808.org. You can fill out a support request on there. And also on our website, you'll find this list of caregiver support groups and sessions, all available right here on Oahu. And some of them are online, so you can be anywhere in the world and still get support as a caregiver. Support is everything. Know there's a community of caregivers out there just like you. You're not alone. You do have people that are here that care about you, and all you have to do is care just as much for yourself. Okay. Our support session with Gimme A Break is weekly. It's on Zoom, and it's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, without miss. There, like I said, I always tell people this, that maybe on one hand, I can count the times that we actually didn't have our session on a Tuesday evening. It's pretty extreme where something really rare happens. And maybe once this year was on vacation. So, but all you have to do is open up your Zoom app on your phone, on your computer, on your laptop, anything, and just punch in the meeting ID 808-754-3787. That's our phone number. You can text us anytime you need help. And also type in that number. And that's all you need. You don't need a password. So anyone can join us. And it doesn't even matter if you're not caregiving at the present. You could be caregiving. You were a caregiver. You anticipate being a caregiver. Our educational program is going to help you. Our community is there to support you. You're not alone. Join our community. Get on our support sessions every Tuesday at 8 p.m. We also have the Giver's Guides online magazine, and we've been putting our Giver's Guides. We're in our 4th year anniversary coming up, and our Giver's Guides magazine actually is an online magazine. So you can look at it on your phone, on your tablet, again, on your PC, wherever. It's a flip book, so it's actually like you're flipping through pages of a magazine. And the beauty of this is that it's written for caregivers by caregivers with a caregiver's point of view. So similar to how I showed you earlier when we just began, how in a moment you can calm your heart, you can give yourself a whole new focus, and you can give yourself a hug. Same thing. We offer tips for self-practice. There's articles written for you that touch on every part of the wellness wheel to give you full and complete wellness through your journey of caregiving. and a lot of fun things as well. This particular one is for October. October is Emotional Wellness Month, so there's some great articles in there that will help you to get through it. Scan the QR code that's on screen right now, and you'll get a free 3-month subscription. And that's our gift to you. So you have to include this current month's issue at no charge. Your 3 months will start in November. So please check it out. Get a subscription today, and you'll always have information right at your fingertips. Also, you can join in. We do have the Caring Caregiver live show. I do this show because I want to connect you with caregiver resources. So I bring on the show as many resources as I can vet for you and share with them, because you know, when I was caregiving, I didn't know. And what you don't know, you don't know. So I vet them, I meet them, I talk to them, I research them, and then the ones that make it, I'm going to bring them on the show and I'm going to share them with you so you know that there is help out there for you. This coming week on Wednesday, and that's every Wednesday at noon, Hawaii Standard Time, you can watch our show. We're currently in our 13th season, October, and we're in our 13th season. I love Halloween. And we have coming up Anne Marie Fargus Smith, and she actually wrote a book about pet loss and grief, because I always tell you, caregivers are people, pets, and plants, right? We're all caregivers, and caregiving a pet and a loss of a pet is like losing a child. So she wrote this wonderful book, and she just has this amazing caregiving story to share with us. And also Phyllis Anderson will be on, and she is the publisher of what's called Carefolio. And it's a way for you to document things. And it's going to be a great show. You're going to learn all about them and hear their caregiving stories. So join us on Wednesdays at 12 noon Hawaii Standard Time for the Caring Caregiver Show. And you can also go to our website as well and check out past shows. Coming up, I want to make sure I have time for this today, because coming up is all of next month is our Caregiver of the Year contest. Our Caregiver of the Year contest itself is also in its 4th year, and we feature caregiver stories throughout the month, and we share stories. This is really, although you do win prizes, it's not really just about winning. This is about connecting with your community and creating awareness to what caregivers needs are. I always say that caregivers here do, okay, I'm getting stumbling on myself. There are so many people who talked about underserved communities, and there are a lot of them, and my heart to so many underserved communities that need help. But caregivers, you're a non-served community, and we need a voice. We need to create awareness, and it's because people don't know that we're suffering. So we have to put that out there, because we need help and we need to survive our journey. So share your story, please. And by doing that, by entering the contest, one of the perks and prizes you get right off the bat is you get to come to our awards gala. At no cost to you, you get a night out. And so we really love that you can do that and join with your community. So check it all out. Just go onto our website and share your story. We'd love to hear all about what you're doing. And there's a caregiver out there who's going to be inspired by your story, who's going to say, that's me. I'm not alone. So we need to connect as a community. All right. So with that, I hope that helps you. I hope that you're able to put yourself first and at least see the importance of doing that. You're not alone, caregivers. We're here. Gimme a Break is here to connect us all together and to help us to survive our journey. We can't do it alone, of course, and we do the best that we can. So I hope this empowers you and helps you to survive. If you have any requests or need any help, go onto our website, fill out a caregiver support request, or you can email us at info@gab808.org. And like I said, just go to our website. And this and all presentations that we've made in this series, as well as any of our presentations, are always available on our YouTube channel or on any social media channel that you could be watching it. So please support us by subscribing, following, and liking us. Those really do help, because they get us out there. And the more people that can see and hear, the more survivors that we'll have, the more caregiver survivors we'll have. But Gimme a Break really is here for you, and you can connect with our community. Again, remember, we have our weekly sessions that you can join us. Again, that's Tuesday, 8 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. We also have yearly retreats. We have our Hawaii Caregivers Expo and many other wonderful things coming up. So make sure you follow us and always follow us on social media, and always keep checking in at our website. Okay. And don't forget that free 3-month subscription. That's gold right there. That'll keep you and give you something to read a lot more positive to help you self-care and survive. And that's our Giver's Guides online magazine. Use that QR code. And if you didn't get that QR code, that's okay. Go to our website. Either go to giversguides.com or go to Gimme a Break's website, and you'll have a button there where you can still get that. Or, like I said, email me at info@gab808.org, and I will be happy to help you. Now, in order to claim that, you are going to need this code. So the code is EmpowerMe24. All right. So you can make sure you email me that code EmpowerMe24 so that I know you got this QR code, that you got the free 3 months from this presentation. All right. So mahalo for all that you do to care for others, but especially to care for you, yourself. We do what we do for caregivers. Thanks for your kind donations that can be made on our website at GimmeABreak808.org. And thank you for all you do again, and for paying attention today. I appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy your family. And again, watch this again. If you missed it, watch it on any social media platform. Aloha, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. Mahalo.